First and foremost, a very good afternoon and welcome to the One MBS Casino Town Hall. My name is Tiffany and I'm from Casino Operations.
And I'm Lucas from Casino Operations, and together we are your MCs for today. 尊敬的各位领导，亲爱的各位来宾，大家下午好，欢迎来到金沙一星2019年娱乐场大会的现场。我是来自营运部的 Lucas，
我是来自营运部的 Tiffany。我们今天非常荣幸可以在这里本场盛会的事宜。Our theme for today's Casino Town Hall is Chase Mind, Body, Spirit. Does anyone in the audience know what Chase stands for? Let's find out from the audience.
台下的各位知不知道 Chase 代表什么呢？知道的话请举手好吗？
Can anyone tell me what Chase stands for? You get a prize.
Oh, Louis.
Committed.
Yeah.
Yay! Committed.
Anyone else? You can win a prize. Okay.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Yes.
Hardworking. Yay!
Joe Vince.
After the H comes an A. A for, not for Andrew.
Ambitious.
Ambitious,
Yes.
yay! Joe Vince.
Anyone? S. Monica.
Ah.
S for?
Smart.
Smart. That's right. And
Very
the
good.
last one. E for?
E.
Execute. That's right. Thank
Execute.
you. That's right. That's what Chase
That's
stands for.
excellent.
Committed, hardworking, ambitious, smart, and able to execute. With that, we would now like to invite our Corporate Senior Vice President and Chief Casino Officer, Andrew McDonald, and Senior Vice President of Casino Operations, Ann Chen, to introduce Chase Mind, Body, and Spirit. Andrew and Ann, please.
有请娱乐场高级副总裁 Andrew 以及营运部高级副总裁 Ann 登台做开场致辞，请大声掌声欢迎。
But first, let's kill the lights.
Now, it is very difficult to do. I mean, it is easy for me to put on a show and be cocky and be flooded with a cocky feeling and then feel like pretty cool and all that. Or I can make all kinds of phony things, you see what I mean? Blinded by it. Or I can show you some really fancy movement. But to express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself, and to express myself honestly, that, my friend, is very hard to do.
I got that Bruce Lee. I got that Bruce Lee. I got that Bruce Lee. I am that Lee Show.
Hello. Welcome to Town Hall. We're in the entertainment business, and as part of that theme, that continuing theme about our town halls, we like to highlight some entertainers. In the past, I've used P.T. Barnum, The Greatest Showman, and that was a fantastic, fabulous movie that I loved. And we also took another trip to Queen, Freddie Mercury, and Bohemian Rhapsody, and the number of Academy Awards that Rami Malek won for Bohemian Rhapsody. Fantastic entertainers, people that really could bring a crowd together and have them uplifted. Really exciting people. Psy, the great Korean entertainer, with his Gangnam Style. And he had 5 billion YouTube hits. So he was a great entertainer. But for me, the quintessential Asian superstar, the global superstar, the multicultural superstar is Bruce Lee. And to me, Bruce Lee's up there with the greats. So when I think of great entertainers, not just P.T. Barnum and Freddie Mercury, but say Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's the king of pop. Or you think of Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. Great entertainers. And Bruce Lee was the king of Kung Fu. So, to me, he is one of the greatest Asian entertainers. But he took that art to the West and he became a great global entertainer. In fact, Time magazine, that very famous publication, Time, the magazine that you get on the cover of, they named Bruce Lee one of the 100 most influential people in the 20th century. You think about that. 100 people in 100 years, and Bruce Lee makes that list. Pretty impressive. So, Bruce Lee basically was a martial artist at the beginning, but he moved much, much further than that. So he started off being a Kung Fu, Wing Chun, Karate specialist, but he moved much further than that, and he ended up going from Hong Kong and doing movies in Hong Kong to doing movies in Hollywood and doing a television show in Hollywood. He was Kato in The Green Hornet. And then, having made his success, he ended up going back to Hong Kong and he created a whole genre of films. He really kick-started that Kung Fu genre of martial arts films, with films like Enter the Dragon, Way of the Dragon, Fist of Fury, Game of Death. All of those great films were Bruce Lee classics. And as a kid, which is a long, long time ago, I watched those movies and I was in awe of Bruce Lee. 45 years later, after his death, Bruce Lee died at a very young age. He died at the age of 32. He was born in 1940. He died in 1973 before his 33rd birthday. He died at the age of 32. And he died quite tragically. But he left this legacy, this incredible legacy, both in film and in philosophy, which made him one of those 100 most influential people of all time. And think about Bruce Lee for a second. Before, he was born in 1940. He went to the US in the 60s. And remember or think back to what you might have read about in the 1960s about the racial tensions in the United States. There was still segregation. African Americans were separated from Caucasians. Asians were separated from Caucasians. Mixed marriages were still, in a lot of places, taboo. You weren't allowed to have a Caucasian wife if you were a Chinese man, or vice versa. That just wasn't allowed. Now when we look back on that, that's crazy, but that was the world that Bruce Lee was living in. Yet he was able to break through all those barriers. He really changed a lot of things by breaking down barriers. He introduced Eastern culture to the West. He married Linda, a Caucasian lady, and had children. All things that were pretty much taboo at that point in time in history. And he was able to do that. 45 years later, after his death, his Facebook and Instagram pages, he has 26 million followers. 26 million followers on Facebook and Instagram. That's more than the population of Australia. So a whole country supports Bruce Lee, follows Bruce Lee. And in his lifetime, what did he do? Why was he so influential? Why did Time think about him? He was just so different. He encapsulated different elements. So his mind. He had a personal library of over 2,000 books. He was reading, he was studying, not just martial arts, but philosophy. He read about Freud. He read about Carl Gustav Jung. He read lots of different things. He followed boxing, for example, as well. His body, he wanted to practice so much and become so proficient. He practiced a punch, not once, not twice. He did 5,000 punches a day. That's an incredible amount of punching, just going like this. 5,000. Why? Because he wanted to be perfect. He wanted to be better than anybody else. He had, if you've seen the films, he loves to stand there and he strips off his top and he's got a six-pack. He had six-packs before six-packs were fashionable. So he was trim, he was fit, he was somebody that people would aspire to be. And his spirit, he created his own brand of martial arts. He took everything he learned from different people and he blended it into one, and he created Jeet Kune Do. And so the multitude of things he did, the barriers he broke down, the way he brought Eastern films to the West and vice versa, the way he brought those together, that was a lot about the world that we now live in. Globalism, multiculturalism, acceptance, diversity, all of those things really didn't exist without people like Bruce Lee. So that's one of the reasons why we want to talk about Bruce Lee as the quintessential Asian superstar entertainer with the legacy that he has. And now Anne's going to talk for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Andrew. Hello， 大家好。大家知道我们每次试听会的任务呢，只有一项。这项任务呢，很艰巨也很简单，就是每次把 Andrew 讲的很长很长、很深刻的东西呢，以很简短的几句话呢，给大家总结。那我就总结一下他刚才讲的那个这一段的精华。那大家都知道，我们每次试听会的时候呢，都会选择要么是一个传奇人物，要么是一个大的娱乐家来为我们的试听会做开场。你们也都记得，之前我们有举过例子呀，江南大叔也好，皇后乐队的主唱也好呢，每次都会有一个代表性的人物帮我们开场。那今天开场人物呢，是李小龙。李小龙呢，其实不用我们给大家介绍，因为他是国际巨星，不管从武术方面也好，从武术哲学方面也好，从好莱坞的这个功夫影片也好呢，他是很让华人骄傲的一个国际巨星。那我们今天选择他来做开场呢，主要有几个原因。一个呢，他是一代武术宗师。那另外一个呢，他也是武术方面的就武术哲学家方面呢很有造诣。他创造了跆拳道包括空手道和其他很多不同的武术风格。那他主演的好莱坞的影片，包括他从出道的时候在香港主演的很多影片呢，让全世界对功夫片都着了迷。时代杂志呢也把他列为20世纪100位最有影响的人物之一。所以呢，李小龙他是人生很短，他去世的时候只有32岁。然后他的去世呢，其实也是很突然。那在45年后的今天呢，他脸书上的支持者呢达到了2600万人次。那 Andrew 刚才讲的，他的脸书上的支持者呢，比整个澳洲的人口还要多，所以很难得。那他虽然人生短暂呢，但是给大家留下来值得学习的东西是非常多的。因为我们今天的主题呢是 Mind, Body, Spirit， 我们讲意志、体质和心智，智慧的智。那我们用李小龙来做例子讲这3个话题呢， 也跟他短短人生给大家留下来的学习的地方很多。从意志来讲，他自己呢有2000多部的藏书，他很喜欢读书，很喜欢学习。那从体质身体方面来讲呢，他每天也锻炼，他没有去世的时候，每天都会做5000多次的拳击，其实很难达到的。那从心智、从灵魂方面、心灵方面的造诣来讲呢，他也是不管从武术方面还是武术哲学方面呢，都为这个世界做出了很大的贡献。所以这个是今天我们为什么要用李小龙来开场，然后跟大家分享我们今天要讲的3个话题。Thanks. Meditation is over.
Meditation time's over. So, some of my favourite Bruce Lee quotes. As you think, so shall you become. As you think, so shall you become. My style, you can call it the art of fighting without fighting. So, in one of the movies, Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee, and a whole heap of other martial artists are going to fight in a tournament. And to get to the location of the tournament, they have to travel there by boat. They travel by a Chinese junk. So there's a number of the fighters all on the boat together. And there's another gentleman in this movie who's a Caucasian, a Guaylo. He's, or an Angmo, whatever you want to call him. He's sitting next to Bruce, and he's asking Bruce Lee, so what's your style? And Bruce Lee says to Bruce Saxon, my style is the art of fighting without fighting. Huh? How can you fight without fighting? That's impossible. So Bruce Saxon says to Bruce Lee, you have to show me. I don't understand that. So Bruce Lee, like the song, is a little bit cocky and arrogant. So he says, okay, I'll show you, but we need to do it on land. We need to go out to this island. See that island over there? We'll go to the island and I'll show you the art of fighting without fighting. And there's this little boat. So the junk's a big boat. There's a little boat, little rowboat, next to the big boat. So Anne's going to be Bruce Saxon. You just get in this little boat down here. And so Anne jumps in the little boat, and Bruce stands there on the junk still and doesn't move. Bruce Saxon's waiting for Bruce Lee to get in the boat, but then he just lets the rope out and lets the current take the boat away from the bigger boat. So then he looks at Bruce Saxon and says, that, my friend, is the art of fighting without fighting. Bruce Saxon was in this little boat, and he was now way over there. And Bruce was safe. There was no way they could fight. So that's a great scene from that movie. The art of fighting without fighting. But what it really means is you have to just sometimes think. How do you play chess better than somebody else? How do you outthink your opponent? How do you actually extract yourself from a moment in time when things might get heated? Sometimes you breathe. You just think. And you think about being calm. It's that inner calmness that gives you that art of fighting without fighting. The normal response, you've got normally 2 responses in an aggressive situation. Fight and flight. So at times it's better not to fight. Correct, Krishna? And so we try to not fight necessarily, but we try to outthink and outwit, outsmart, and therefore move on. And then the last quote, which I love, is Be water, my friend. This is famous. This is everywhere on Facebook and all over the place, YouTube. Be water, my friend. Be formless, shapeless like water. If you put water into the cup, it becomes the cup. If you put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. Empty your mind. Be formless. Do not be rigid. Be water, my friend. That's a great quote.
Now the shorter version.
The short version, the quick version.
李小龙呢，他虽然英年早逝，但是他给世人留下了很多名言。那我们今天呢就选他很多名言里面的3条。第一个呢是讲的意志。As you think, so shall you become. 如你所想，如你所为。你想能够成为怎么样的，就可以成为怎么样的。如你所想，如你所为。第二个名言呢 ，Andrew 他讲了一个很长的故事，其实是李小龙呢，他跟另外一位明星呢，他们参加一场武术比赛。然后这个另外一个巨星呢就问李小龙，你的武术风格是什么样的呢？他说我的武术风格是the art of fighting without fighting。那这个另外一个巨星说，那这个是什么意思呢？所以他就解释，他说你要坐在这个小船上，我才可以解释给你听。那这个人坐在小船上之后呢，他就把这个小船慢慢的就放走了，放到让他去另外一个岛屿。那通过他这个小例子呢，他就说我就没有这个机会给你去来跟我打斗，所以我的武术风格呢是以无招胜有招。那第3条名言呢，是大家也都最熟悉的有关水的一个名言。他鼓励大家呢要像水一样，因为这个水呢是无形无状的，也比较清纯，没有什么杂念。那这个水呢，说你放到杯子里面，它就变成杯子的形状；你放在瓶子里面呢，它就变成瓶子的形状。所以我们的理解呢，也是这个水呢，它既柔又刚。所以这几条名言呢，其实很符合我们今天要跟大家分享的这几个主题。
So there's some of our favourite Bruce Lee quotes. Today's Town Hall theme is about wellness, about mindfulness. It's all about the mind, the body, and the spirit. And that's what how I just described Bruce Lee. Now, to myself, the way I describe how I think about mind, body, and spirit might be different to you. So I'll just give you the way I think about these things and how they impact me. So, for me, I activate my mind in the morning by waking up and scanning through 3 different newspapers: the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, the Sydney Morning Herald. So US papers, Australian papers to catch up on news back home and get a world view. I also then get a lot of information from news clippings that come through about the casino industry. So I read those. So we get daily news clippings to tell us what happened in the last 24 hours, whether it's in Vegas, Macau, Singapore, anywhere in the world, just relative to gaming. And I also go through my emails. So overnight, as you know, this business never sleeps. We're 24/7, 365. We're always on. So through the night, lots of emails come in, and so I read whatever's important that Anne has sent and different people have sent. And then, after doing all that, getting my mind activated for the morning, I think about the body. So then I go to the gym. So I'll go to the gym and I do my cardio a little bit. I do some weights. I like to lift weights. And so I do about an hour's worth of exercise every morning. And I do it fanatically. So I don't make excuses as to why I won't do it. Even if there's something on, I'll always try and find a way to get my 1 hour in. If it can't be 1 hour, it could be 45 minutes. If it can't be 45 minutes, 30 minutes is fine. So that's the start of my day, and I've covered my mind and my body before I come to work. And then work takes over. So then it's all about work for the next however many hours, and then I go home and blah. The spirit, really, that takes me until I go on leave. So I get in touch more with the spirit when I'm on annual leave, when I'm on holiday. And I go to a place like Kangaroo Island. So the photos that were up there for the first song were from Kangaroo Island. That's a place where I go, and there's a property there that's got 350 acres, and it's got miniature horses and miniature cattle and miniature goats and miniature sheep and miniature this and miniature me, and I like that environment, and it's just fun. It's relaxing. I find peace and harmony with nature. Or I go somewhere else like a rainforest retreat, 130 acres of just really lots of trees. 3 villas, 1 house, lots of trees, nothing else. And you're on the Gold Coast, it's near the Gold Coast, but when you're there, the people that have visited this particular property know that you feel like you're a million miles away from everything. And you just get in touch with yourself. That's all you can do. And so that is my thoughts around how I treat mind, body, and spirit. So you can think about what's your mind, body, and spirit. And that's what, through today's Town Hall, we are going to talk about. It's about that, working towards the harmony that you find when mind, body, and spirit are all aligned.
意志、体质和心智，这是我们今天视听会的一个主要的话题，关于健身啊，关于我们正念正念方面的一个话题。那这个健身和正念呢，它对不同的人呢有不同的意义。Andrew 他呢也跟大家分享了这个意志、体质、心智，对于他来讲是意味着什么？他每天的日程是怎么样的？那他先从意志来讲呢，他每天早晨起来，首先是看几个大的报纸，《华尔街日报》啊，《纽约时报》啊，包括《澳洲时报》通过这些新闻呢，他使他了解世界各地经济啊、政治和其他方面的信息，也包括呢我们博彩业和其他行业和领域的很多信息知识。那通过这个呢，他让他自己的思想有一个很清晰的理性思维。那他这个意志完了之后呢，下一个是体质。那他从身体方面呢，他比较喜欢健身，每天早晨起来呢，他也希望去健身房做45分钟到1个小时的健身。他比较喜欢做仰卧俯举重之类的。那通过这些日常的练习呢，他把他自己的体质做得非常好。那最后呢是心灵方面的，他心智。心智方面，他自己是比较喜欢回到大自然中。我们开场的时候，第一首歌《深渊》呢，对这首歌熟悉的人呢，应该知道那个《深渊》，它是在南澳洲的一个袋鼠岛拍摄的。那他自己呢，也在袋鼠岛有度假的房屋，所以他没有积极工作的时候呢，他度假的时候喜欢回到大自然。然后呢，把自己的心境把自己的意境都调得非常好。那这个健身和正念呢，其实对每个人都非常重要。我们也希望通过今天跟大家分享的话题，使大家每个人都找到自己的意志、体质和心智。
Thank you. So martial arts teaches our body, mind, and spirit to function as one. The mind. It trains the mind to really think about every single muscle when you're about to punch, when you release that punch, that's training the body. Training the mind with martial arts is visualizing. You're visualizing where that punch is going and how you impact that punch. And it teaches the spirit to harness the capacity of our body and mind together to help people become more complete and balanced. Because martial arts teaches you not to fight. Anybody that's ever trained in a martial art, apart from stupid people, know that martial arts actually prepares you for defense, not for fighting. It's actually about not fighting. Control. It's about understanding that I can fight if necessary, but the best thing is not to fight. And I move away from the situation, but I'm confident in myself. That's what martial arts teaches you. The other thing that it teaches you is really about becoming a whole. That mind, body and spirit, and being in unison, everything acting together. So when you're fighting, if you have to fight, you're in control. That's a beautiful thing. If you're not fighting, you're still in control. You are always in control. When you're out of control, when your body's not in unison, when your mind, body and spirit aren't aligned, that's when you don't feel good. That's when you feel off balance. So I love the idea of martial arts, which is why we chose this theme, to encapsulate the view of mind, body and spirit being at one and one MBS.
我们今天选择武术呢，作为这个例子来讲解我们健身和正念的话题，是因为武术呢，它可以锻炼我们人体的每一个神经，每一个细胞，它很能帮助我们的理性思维，那也能帮助我们对周围的这个环境呢，相对比较敏感，知道周围在发生什么事情。那对这个人体的神经和细胞呢，也有非常好的改善。通过这个武术健身，另外很重要，它是能够帮助我们身心调整，做到一个很好的平衡作用。所以讲到今天的健身和正念，讲到这个意志、体质和心智呢，我们希望通过武术然后武术这个练身呢。达到我们的身心合一。
So mind, body, spirit. Mind, M. Body, B. Spirit, S. M, B, S. Marina Bay Sands. Whoa! Took a long time to get there, but I eventually got there. Mind, body, spirit. Now it makes sense. Marina Bay Sands, yes. MBS, MBS, MBS. Coincidence? No, of course not. We made a conscious decision 15 years ago to say mind, body, spirit. Townhall, somebody will work it out. But seriously, what we want to think about is your wellness. Our wellness. We want to have a good organisation. In fact, we don't want to have a good organisation, do we, Anne?
We want to have a great.
We want to have a great organisation. We want to be happy. We want to be healthy. We want to be in harmony. And we want people who are at one with themselves. One mind, body, spirit. One MBS.
所以我们 MBS 呢，我们这个公司的简称呢，今天也有了一层新的含义，意志、体质和心智。这个其中含义呢，其实是很深的，因为一个好的企业，一个卓越的企业呢，也要有自己的精气神。那我们也希望呢，在金沙在 MBS 工作的每一个员工呢，有 找到自己的意志、体质和心智然后找到我们自己的精气神。这样的话呢，身心合一，可以找到幸福和和谐。
So I love this particular image. It's the image of our Arts Science Museum. I've used it before. I love it because it's the shape of that lotus flower. It's there. And to me, it's a hand as well. It's shaped like a hand. So at MBS, not Mind, Body, Spirit, but at Marina Bay Sands, how can we control our wellness? And so when I think about controlling wellness, I think about wanting to shape MBS. And I've used shape previously. So shape stands for satisfaction, happiness, appreciation, passion, and memorable experiences. I talked about that before as in terms of our casino philosophy. How do we shape wellness? How do we really get ourselves in shape?
那我们怎么样能够加强公司和公司成员的这个精气神呢？金沙的这个精气神呢，我们选择这个博物馆的图像呢，因为它的含义很深，它的形状，我们讲塑造，因为这个 shape 它代表五项特质我们之前视听会的时候在讨论娱乐场的管理哲学的时候呢，也跟大家分享过这5项shape 代表的5项，它代表满意、快乐、理解、热情和难忘体验。那通过这个 shape， 通过这个塑造呢，我们希望能够把金沙的精气神做起来，然后也把每个成员的精气神呢也做起来。
Thank you. So the first part of MBS, how do you get the mind in shape? I talked about my regime of reading New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Sydney Morning Herald, but generally I think about getting the mind in shape by just appreciating lifelong learning. And how do you do that? You have to read, or you can listen to podcasts, or you can watch the news. Watch the news at night. You can listen. You can think. You can go to the library. You can get a great book. Still, you can go on Amazon and get a book. So the book I'm reading at the moment is The Ride of a Lifetime by Bob Iger. And he's the CEO of the Disney company. It is a fantastic book. Tiffany introduced me to Blinkist, which is the podcast. So I went on Blinkist and listened to The Ride of a Lifetime, which was like 20 minutes. And I got the very abridged, shortened version of it. And I thought, okay, that's interesting. But then I bought the book. And the book is phenomenal. So, as you expect, a summary is a summary. The book gives you so much more information and so much more knowledge. And it's important to gain an in-depth knowledge of certain things to really get that experience. So I think of lifelong learning as really being a critical part of shaping your mind.
我们怎么样去塑造个人的这个精气神呢？我们之前也讲到的活到老学到老，终身学习的一个态度，要阅读，要去看新闻，要用心去听去思考。Andrew 也讲到有一个呢渠道叫Blink List， 它呢会把很多书不同的书本呢，它会做一个总结，然后呢通过这个总结呢，如果说你要对每本书感兴趣呢，你可以去网上下载或者去买书。他也是通过这个 Blink List 呢找到一本他现在在读的书，关于迪士尼公司的总裁他关于他自己的自身的一个故事。所以呢，通过活到老学到老的这个精神呢，可以去塑造我们的这个意志。
And what about the body? How do we get the body in shape? I told you I exercise, I go to the gym and do whatever, but the important things for me to think about are Eat, sleep, lift, repeat, that's one, but I think of see. You want to see yourself in a certain way. You want to see your body and the changes that you can make. So seeing your body in a certain way, you have to sleep. You have to get the right rest. You have to exercise. So when I say exercise, it doesn't mean going to the gym or riding a bike or going for a run. Those are all things that you can do. Doesn't mean doing martial arts. Just taking a walk is exercise. Walking up the stairs rather than taking the escalator. Just doing simple things. Layla White later will be telling you some other things that you can do to improve your physical fitness. And then the last thing that you have to do, so we've had sleep, we've had exercise, we also have to eat properly. And it's the properly that really matters. We can all eat and eat and eat, but eating properly, having a nice balanced meal, getting the right food. So, again, using me as an example, at the moment, I'm always horribly boring, but I'm horribly boring with food. So, being horribly boring with food has meant that I've cut out all sugar. No sugar at all. And I'm now understanding more about somebody like Krishna, who is vegetarian, correct? I am a pescatarian, which doesn't mean I'm pesky. I might be that as well. But I am a pescatarian, so I'll eat fish, I'll eat dairy products, I'll eat other stuff, but nothing with fur or feathers. No fur, no feathers. So no chicken, no beef, no pork, none of that. Because to me, for the moment, while I'm trying to get fit before I'm 60, I want to be as healthy as I can be and see myself in a healthy state at age 60. So to me, that's important. And it's important for the body, not just for me, for the body and all of you to think about seeing yourselves in the right way. When you see yourself in the right way, you feel so much better. When you look in the mirror and you feel good about yourself, it's a totally different way to start the day.
那对我们身体的塑造，这个体质塑造呢，可以通过几个简单的方式。最重要的呢是要通过非常良好的睡眠，第二个呢是要锻炼，去健身房也好骑脚踏车也好，或者就是常走路也好，通过每天坚持锻炼，把我们这个体质呢做得很好。第三点呢是要健康的饮食和平衡的饮食。Andrew 说他自己呢，他从平衡饮食方面呢，他注重的东西比较多，他不吃任何有糖分的东西很多肉类之类的他也不吃。所以通过这些平衡饮食和很有选择性的健康饮食呢，通过这些好习惯，把我们的身体做得棒棒的，这样呢，意志加上体质对我们整个人心呢至关重要。
So then spirit. How do we get the spirit in shape? This is a really complex one. And it's very difficult to do it well. But I sometimes just think it's relatively simple of having good thoughts, good feelings, trying to be of good character and reflecting on yourself. And doing things for others, not always thinking about ourselves. So the story I have about spirit and doing something with the right spirit is last night when I went home after doing 2 town halls yesterday, one of our team members sent me a message on Messenger, and she sent it at about, I think, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. She had had a terrible day, obviously. So she sent me a note that basically said this. She had got some very bad news for herself personally, and it was a health scare. So for her day had been shattered. She found out some bad news about her health. And she still came to Town Hall and she listened to this talk. And she listened to the entire Town Hall. And so she sent me a note saying thank you. She said, a couple of those quotes actually really touched me. Because of the situation I'm in, I'm really tearful, I want to cry, I want to really just curl up in a ball and never come out. But she said, the quote, as you think, so shall you become, that touched her heart. She knew she had to think positively. She couldn't think negatively, because if she thought negatively, what happens? She would curl up in that ball and stay in that ball and never come out of it. So, and she's married and she's got children. So for her, it was, I have to think positively for myself, my family, my son. And then she also said the other quote that mattered to her was the be water, my friend. Yes, we all get bad news. Things happen. But sometimes you just don't be rigid. Be formless, be shapeless. Be water, my friend. Let things flow around you. Fear is the mind killer, the little death. So you let fear pass over you and through you, and when you look back, only you exist. That's not a Bruce Lee quote. It's not an Andrew MacDonald quote either. It's a Frank Herbert quote from June, from the book June. So fear is the little mind killer. But what touched me was the fact that this town hall meant something to her, and it helped her. And even in the pain and suffering that she was going through, she had the spirit to say thank you. She could have just gone off and never said thank you. I love the fact that sometimes spirit is as simple as being nice to people, smiling at people, saying thank you, being polite. That, to me, she showed true spirit.
第三呢是对我们这个灵魂和我们心智的这个塑造。那对心灵这个灵魂塑造呢，也有几点可以帮助我们。我们可以经常建立良好的想法，有积极的情绪，拥有好的品质，常反省，常深思。其实这一点要做得好呢，其实是很不容易。很多时候呢，这个灵魂塑造呢，很多时候不仅仅是我们对我们自己怎么样，也是要考虑我们周围的人，对周围的人好，多想着周围的人多跟大家说感谢。那Andrew 也分享了一个小故事，他昨天晚上呢，我们昨天有2场的试听会。其中一个成员呢，昨天晚上给他发短信，他参加了我们其中一场的试听会。那他说这个试听会上他听到的我们关于健身和正念的这个话题呢，他很受启发，因为他现在呢面临了一些就是身体方面、健康方面的问题，所以他人呢整个人其实是很消极他也有孩子，然后也担心自己的孩子自己身体不好，怎么样去照顾家人、照顾孩子。那他听完这个我们这个正念这个话题呢，他会觉得很感动。他说：“你看李小龙的这几个名言呢，其实我很受启发。那如果说我是要以消极的这个情绪去面对我现在这个困难呢，那我整个人会很消极。所以呢，我要以积极的这个态度呢去面对现在这个困难。这个关于做水的这个名言呢，对他也启发很大。我要把自己做得坚强起来，把自己的思想呢放下很多负担。”所以Andrew 他自己也觉得很欣慰，欣慰的是我们可以有 视听会，每年2次视听会的这样一个平台呢，能够跟大家分享不同的话题，尤其这一次的健身也好，正念也好，能够对像这样的成员呢，有一些启发，有一些帮助，所以这个灵魂的塑造非常重要。
So now let's watch a video to see what mind, body and spirit mean to 3 of our colleagues, 3 of our team members.
大家好，我是佩莱。在我们这家公司工作呢，一定要非常的努力，也是真心的不容易。为什么呢？因为老板呢一直会有非常新奇的任务来分配给我们。这次他跟我说，哎，你们要来说说 MBS。那我说什么是 MBS？ 不就是我们公司吗？他说这可不对啊 ，MBS 这次有新的含义了。什么是新的含义呢？就是 mind、body、spirit。接到这个任务呢，我首先要搞清楚 mind 到底是什么意思。我问了我14岁的女儿 Rachel， 我说 Rachel 啊 ，mind 和 spirit 当中有什么区别呢？她给了我一个非常简单的解释 ，mind 就好像学数学，是有逻辑的，有正有反，有对有错，有好有坏。而 spirit 呢，就好像是艺术课，是非常抽象的，是用心去感受的。他这样一讲，我就明白了。所以今天我非常有信心跟你们分享一下 mind 我们的理性思维应该怎么样来优化和培养。说到 mind， 也就是我们的理性思维、逻辑思维能力。那今天要分享的是3大需求。第一个需求呢，就是我们的学习需求。其实要优化我们的理性思维能力，学习可是非常重要的。不要以为你今天离开了学校，就什么东西都不要学了。其实学习能让我们感觉到这个世界真大，真是美好，自己其实还很渺小，还有很多东西可以吸收和成长。好奇心和学习是最好的养分，能让我们的理性思维能力更加强大。那第2点呢，就是我们的社交需求了。很多人都会说社交好难哦，我要让所有人喜欢我，这是不可能的事情。其实我觉得社交有一个小窍门，也就是我们用自己的眼睛去发现别人身上的优点和事物的美好细节。如果你每天用心去发现，然后发现了之后呢，一定要表达出来，告诉别人，分享给大家。这个时候你会觉得世界真的非常的美好。那么也有很多人会越来越喜欢你，满足你的社交需求了。那第3点呢，其实就是我们脑和心之间的一个交流，这一方面常常会被大家忽略。那我在这边呢，也是要分享2个我自己使用的方法。第一个方法就是每一年我都会有自己的一个清单，这个清单上会写出我做了会让自己的脑和心感觉到非常愉悦的事情，大概会有这样18、20件事情。那如果我自己不开心、压力大的时候，就会去看一下这个清单，哦，这些事情能让我开心，我马上去做，这样呢，我就重新能够达到一个身心的健康。那另外一个小贴士就是创建一个自己和自己的聊天记录。如果有时候我觉得自己的理性思维是有问题或者值得质疑的时候，我会写给心里的自己。这个时候呢，我会看看心里的自己是不是认可，是不是反对。长期的做这个测试呢，能让我们的身和心和脑达到更加平衡的一个环境。今天的时间虽然很短，但是我相信这3方面的小贴士也能帮助到大家培养自己的理性逻辑思维的能力。如果还需要来找我谈，随时可以到我办公室打电话给我哦，谢谢。
For more than 10 years, I had a passion for fitness. I enjoy working out in the gym along with my friends who inspire and boost my motivation. Then, I had friends who I inspired to go to gym, and I consider this one of my very important achievement. When I'm in the gym, everything is going great, and I'm full of ambition to achieve my fitness goals. Each week, together with my friends, we plan the workout, trying to make it challenging and fun at the same time. There are times when I'm losing motivation and all I want is to lie down on the sofa. And then again, I remember why I started and what I actually want to achieve. How will my muscles feel to touch? How will they look in the mirror? So then, I know the pain is only temporary, but the results are forever. I always tell to myself that I can do this. I'm not afraid, I just have to hang in there. It will only make me stronger. I choose a healthy lifestyle, controlling my diet, knowing that I have to eat healthy and have enough rest as well. I hope one day I will be the motivation for my son and he will follow my passion. He's 5 months old now, but I know he is a strong boy and we will enjoy our time spent working out together one day. When life put you in tough situation, don't say why me, say try me.
Spirit is the state of one's emotion. There are several emotions that control us in our daily lives. Some are positive, some are not so positive. What we wanted to do is we want to enhance our positive spirit while controlling our not so positive spirit. How do we do that? The answer lies in ancient Indian scriptures, which are the basis for many religions, including Buddhism. The answer is spirituality. People often confuse spirituality and religion, while they are two distinct concepts where religion is the process of discovering God, while spirituality is the process of discovering one's inner self. According to Hindu mythology, there are 3 paths that were mentioned for discovering God, which are path of action, path of knowledge, and path of devotion. Without understanding and discovering ourselves, we will not be in a position to discover God. That leads to our next important question: how do we discover ourselves? The answer is by believing and practicing in values like righteousness, kindness, having no ego, satisfaction. Practicing of these values will lead us to happiness. Satisfaction and contentment actually transform the happiness to bliss and ultimately to ecstasy. Happiness cannot be ordered online in Redmart, nor can be purchased in a supermarket. Happiness has to be discovered and created by our own actions. Once we are happy, we can make our family members happy, we can make our neighbors happy, and ultimately we can make our team members happy. Spirituality is the process of discovering this happiness in our lives.
So with this, I would like to proudly add Chase Mindfulness to the umbrella of Chase initiatives. So we've got our Chase College, our Chase Academy, our Chase Talks, our Chase Associate Program, and now Chase Mindfulness. So remember at the beginning, Chase, committed, hardworking, ambitious, smart people who execute, who get things done. That's what Chase stands for at work. But Chase can stand for a lot more. Chase, in a non-work sense, in a family sense, is about character. It's about humility. It's about appreciation, serenity, and showing empathy. There are lots of versions of Chase. I tried to write quite a few different versions of Chase for myself so that I understood all the different aspects of Chase. Chase shouldn't be one-dimensional. It shouldn't even be two-dimensional. It should be multi-dimensional, and it should mean something different to everyone, while still having the same core values or philosophy.
那我们今天这个环节的最后一步呢，是正式启动 Chase Mindfulness、Chase 正念，然后呢，把它列入我们的一系列的 Chase 计划当中。之前我们刚开场的时候 ，Tiffany 和 Lucas 也都跟大家讲了 Chase 代表的5项特征，有承诺、努力、有野心、聪明和有执行力。这个呢是我们 Chase 的第一代。那Andrew 刚才呢也介绍了 Chase 的第2代。Chase 的第2代呢是其实跟我们的今天的主题很相辅相成。Character 我们刚才讲的品质，humility 虔诚谦虚，appreciation 赞赏理解欣赏，serenity 有宁静从容，最后呢一项是 empathy 有共情有共识。那这个 Chase 的第1代和第2代相结合呢，这10项特征尤其同我们今天的 Chase Mindfulness 这个正念呢一起组合起来相辅相成。
So let's go back to the beginning. All the way back about an hour now. So the Bruce Lee quotes, my favourite Bruce Lee quotes. Mind, as you think, so shall you become. Body, my style, the art of fighting without fighting. Spirit, spirit, be water, my friend. Be formless, shapeless like water. You put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. Do not be rigid. Be open. Be water, my friend.
那我们今天呢，以李小龙开场，我们也在以李小龙做我们这个环节的结尾，再回顾一下我们差不多刚才这1个小时内呢，跟大家分享了他几条名言。从意志方面呢，就像他讲的，如你所想，如你所为。这个是抑制我们的思想。那从体质、身体方面呢，他讲的很有名的一句话：以无招胜有招，以无招胜有招。那他讲的最有哲理的讲到心智方面的呢，是像要做水，像水一样，要保持一个纯洁之心，放开思想，做无形无状。然后呢，做既柔又刚的那今天我们就跟大家讲解到这里，谢谢。